Maybe it's the snow soaking up all the sound, but something about Cislodia always feels mysterious to me. Solemn, almost.
When it comes to solemnity, I'd say our own Altalina Palace is no slouch.
I won't argue with you there. Still, that azure tint of the shadows on the silvery white snow, it has a certain indescribable quality.
Indeed. It was boorish of me to even suggest such a comparison.
All I know is it's freaking cold. Still, more pleasant now that the locals aren't quite as frosty towards us.
Well, excuse me if I'm too frosty for your warm self.
Oh, come on! You know I didn't mean you. Besides, really, I'm the one who...
How about we stop getting hung up on the past for a change? Take what you've learned and put it to use in the future instead.
An unexamined past can be just as dangerous in its own right.
Better that than obsessing over it like a certain someone I know.
Kisara doesn't mince her words, does she?
I could say the same thing about one or two of the other women around here.
Tell me about it.
I think I'll refrain from commenting on this one.
Hootle, I've got some dried fish for you. You want some?
Forget that. Doesn't some tasty red meat sound better, boy?
Hey! Stop trying to coax him away with treats. Get your own adorable sidekick if you're so desperate for one.
He appears to enjoy being the center of attention.
Funny how things change. He and Rinwell used to be joined at the hip, or shoulder to talon.
It's not just Hootle who's become more trusting. Isn't that so, Rinwell?
They do say pets and their owners act alike. I suppose since we've been together, I've done my share of coming out of my own shell too.
Well then, I guess with you and Hootle, that makes us all one big, happy family.
Sometimes when I'm deep in thought, Hootle will come over and sit next to me. I only wish I could actually pet him.
Oh, you will someday. You won't believe how soft he is.
Wish I had that problem. I'm lucky if I can so much as look at old Featherbrain without him trying to claw me to ribbons.
Really? He seems tame enough around everyone else. Maybe it's just Hootle's way of establishing dominance?
That's dogs, not owls.
What's going on when Hootle pecks at you?
I don't know. Like when I'm talking to Rinwell, it's like he's trying to muscle me out or something. Unless... Wait, you don't suppose I make him jealous?
Come again?
Ow! Ah, get off of me, you insecure fluffball!
I rather think they make a good comedic pairing.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Look out!
What the hell is that? Hey, you want a piece of me?
Stay calm, Law. It's coming for us.
You just had to make things difficult for us, didn't you?
What are you muttering about? Focus or you'll get hurt.
Don't worry, I'll have this wrapped up in a flash.
Razor Cyclone!
Charge like that could
easily be faithful.
Just as well I'm here to stop it.
That'll bring you down.
Hurricane Strike!
Armor won't save you!
Oh, sparkling skies
was all
flame!
mine.
Rain down and purify
Burn!
hell!
Dragon Swarm!
Desert bloom! Radiant, look here! It looks like you have this one covered. Out of ammo! Sleep now. First aid! Let's get you all tucked away.
Their arts were interrupted.
Dragon Swarm! Ah!
What can we?
Shield and
Dragon
face!
Swarm!
Piercing roar!
Here's a hero! First aid!
You're finished!
You get the dead radiant!
Dragon Swarm!
You get the dead...
Here, let me help.
I'm going to need... There you go! Don't let up!
Smash
To
you!
accomplish this.
Dragon Swarm!
Piercing roar!
Where are you going?
Lightning
Take
contend!
this!
Thunder blade! Magic command!
Eater!
I'll heal you now!
Dragon Swarm! Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
What did I tell you? Don't get in our way!
Lightning orb!
Dragon Swarm!
Raging cascade!
I owe you one for that.
Be careful not to overdo it.
What the? Flames?
Watch out! It's changing its attack!
Inferno!
Searing flame! Reload! I'm out of ammo!
Now you've gone and ticked me off.
They've got me surrounded.
Kill! You're out!
A whirling
Dragon Swarm!
Hurricane Strike!
Winds of heaven!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare to Malika!
Here's a
chain
healing
between
orb.
Dragon
Heaven and earth. A wailing bounty of lightning!
This is looking good!
If it's in the sky, it's
Can't
mine.
get out of this!
Roaring howl. Where are you going?
Dance in the wind!
A whirling struggle.
Armor won't save you!
Winds of heaven! First healing circle!
And just like that, I'm back in it. Start by holding the front line. No sooner said than done.
Inferno cluster!
Burn in hell!
This way is mine.
Inferno cluster! Reload!
Hold nothing back!
Will this help?
Airdrop!
Let's keep up the pressure.
Healing circle!
Tiger Blade!
Arts require complete focus!
Thanks!
A freezing storm.
Hurricane Strike!
It's go time!
Field!
Not like this.
Outstanding
Pay for
form.
that! Azure Storm!
You back from
Don't get in my way! Resuscitate! Drinking orb! Raging cascade!
Trail
Field!
harder.
This is
Falling
handy.
storm!
Now you see what I can do!
Here's a healing
Prepare
orb!
to be sealed!
Hurricane
In a
Strike!
bind!
Enjoy the ground while you're down.
Lunar Action!
Mega Ray!
Ready to go!
Will this help?
Dazzling Spin!
Swallow Blade!
Heaven and earth!
Hurricane Strike!
Not today!
Wailing Dancy of
Beast
lightning!
Assault!
Divine
Okay,
Sage!
here we go!
It's getting stronger!
Amazing.
Switching up explosives!
So now you're getting serious?
I can carve through armor!
Inferno
I'll
Cluster!
heal you all! Tempest Wall!
Azure Storm!
Healing is alive! I'm ready!
Alright, let me
Heaven
out!
and earth!
That'll bring you
A
down.
wailing Dancy of lightning!
Light up the dark!
Thank you.
Let me show you what my art can do! Rise and
Azure Storm!
Not like this!
Stay away from my friend!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Resuscitation!
Azure Storm!
Lightning condemned!
Azure Storm!
Came between heaven and earth!
Azure Storm!
A wailing bounty of
Light up
lightning!
the dark!
Anything you want is all mine.
Burn in hell!
Winds of heaven!
Armor won't save you!
Mega Ray!
Hurricane Strike! Lightning Strike! My head's spinning just watching you!
Healing circle! Raging storm!
Thanks for the healing. Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too!
Where are you going?
Azure Storm!
Spin!
I've risen!
Let me have blade!
Try harder!
First aid! Take care!
Armor won't save you!
Poodle!
Come on!
Blast!
You have to hold on!
Azure Storm!
Annihilation!
I let my guard down!
Is this it?
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Resuscitation!
Take this!
I've still got some... bring you back from death's abyss.
This should do it!
I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arts to accomplish this. I'm going to need to use all the... All my healing arts to accomplish this. Here goes!
It's go time!
Not on my watch!
Armor won't save you!
A whirling...
There!
More for the stockpile!
Ignite!
Firmament render! Let me show you what my art can do!
Is this it?
Don't leave me! Lunar corruption! Back into the fray! Dance in the wind! Air thrust! A chain between heaven and earth! Feel! I'll be saving anything! Mega ray! Wind astral
I'll smash you!
Light up
Azure Storm!
Center field!
Can't move!
Healing circle!
Appreciate the help! Get out of
I'll
this!
bring you back! I owe you, Keon! Healing is what my arts do best. All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction. By the power of one!
Shield and
Do it!
Double me! In an instant! Impact block!
I'll bring you back from death to death.
Great!
That'll make things easier. Freeze Lancer! Freeze Lancer! Water this time! My art can do.
Can't it just make up its mind? Shatter it all to pieces! Okay, here I go.
I'll bring you back from death to death. This one's mine. Resuscitation!
Guardian Field!
Still got some fight left in me.
There!
I let my guard down. One at a time! Finish me! A chain block!
Dragon Form! It's time! Try this! In a bind?
Explosion!
Explosive ring! This one's all mine!
Glacial spear!
Not today!
Freeze Lancer! Where that came from? Here's a healing art!
Can't end here!
Don't give up! How about this? More for your one! I won't give up! I hope this is up and in! Let's go!
I'll smash you!
Vanquish darkness! Ice tornado! I'll bring you back from death's abyss! Divine strength! Resuscitation!
Dragon
Ready to go!
Look shot!
This one's mine! I never miss! Flaming meteor! Not on my watch!
Dragon
Inferno
Form!
crossing! Vanquish darkness!
Dragon Form! Dragon Form! Alright, this! Try there one time!
Go fury! Burning strike!
No further!
Here's evil! Burning
This one's all mine!
Crimson laser! Air thrust!
Dragon Form!
Holy ring! Going in! Reload!
Explosive ring!
Inferno crossing! Here!
You picked the wrong fight!
Out of ammo! This one's mine! Now's our chance! Illumination! I'm going to need to use all of my abilities! A chain between heaven and earth! You get more shield! Time to shine! Divine! Here's a healing art!
Take this!
First aid!
It looks like we made our match!
I only get a one! The
Dragon Form!
Alright, let me in! Explosion!
Explosive ring!
I let my guard down! My astral energy! I'll bring you back! From death to death!
Is this it?
Prepare to be healed!
Poodle! Going in!
No further!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Ryan Powell!
Resuscitation! Arc!
Ryan Not done yet!
Lunar Arc!
Ryan Powell! Dragon Form!
Smart! I can handle it!
Denied!
Field!
Not today!
Don't mind if I do.
You can use a hand!
Wind Dragon
Form!
Let's go!
Hurricane
Strike!
I'll take you all on! Ha! Flare Demolisher!
Here I go. I'm only
Dragon Form!
I
let my guard down. Generate pieces!
Attack time!
Take this! Armor won't save you! Take this!
I'll bring you back from death to this. Feel! Will this work?
Can't move!
Waterfall! Healing! Switch off! I'll bring you back from death to this. I'll bring you back from death to this. This one's mine!
Guard down! I'm gonna need more than that.
Healing circle! Where are you going? I'll bring you back from death to this.
Dragon Form! Try it! Go time!
Can't be happening.
Kill him! Stay away from my friend!
I can feel the medicine working. Radiant here on my watch.
The flame inside me yearns to be let free! Burn in hell!
I'm going to
I let my guard down!
power my healing arts to accomplish this.
Try this! Explosive ring!
What would I do without you? I'll bring you back
No
from death to
further.
this. Raging cascade! In here! Resuscitation! Let's get you all dressed away. I'll shot there with you. All the power of my healing arts to accomplish this.
Dragon Form! Remove!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I'm going to need you to
Dragon
all
Form!
growing
Switch off!
Wait, where'd the water go?
It's all dried up! Take this!
In here! A freezing storm! Let's get you up. It's so bright!
It's a pain is what it is!
Here's the mark! This one's mine! Ready!
Look out!
Mega ray!
No.
Hurricane!
Can't end
I
here!
won't give up! Keep out! Ready to go! Water astral energy! Purge malevolence! Arctic waterfall! Ready
Now
to go!
I'm not done yet!
Photon raging
No
cascade!
further!
I'm out of ammo!
Ready and raring! I can carve through armor!
Resuscitation! Kudo, let me show you what my art can do! Rise and shine! Water snake break!
I am Dragon Form!
From death to birth! Inferno resuscitation!
Not today!
I still got the virus in me!
Light up the dark!
Where's that?
I'm ready to go the ring!
Resurrection! In here!
Here I go!
Let's get you off that way!
Dragon Form!
Annihilation! Inferno crossing!
I'm gone!
Dusty nail!
Explosive
One
ring!
more time!
I can't move!
Unrelenting Ranger! I never miss!
Now you see what I can do!
Arrow squall! I'll bring you back from death to this! Light escalation!
It's time!
None shall escape holy
Take
land!
this! Dragon Form!
Radiant Needle here!
No!
I'll bring you
Can't
back from
end
death
here.
to this! Resuscitation! I still got the fight left in me!
They've got us cornered.
We're not finished quite yet!
You're right. We can still turn this around.
Not done yet!
I'll bring you back from death
Switch
to
to
this!
offense.
Just what the
Take
doctor ordered!
This! Igneous discharge.
Now you see what I can do!
Hurricane strike.
We've got him! The run!
Don't get cocky!
Right. Still anyone's fight.
This one's mine.
Here, Dave, in the wind! Air cleanser! A whirling struggle!
All right.
Where are you going?
In a bind?
Magic is here! Here's the healing art!
All right.
Not on my watch! First aid! Oxygen instant!
Eat
Back
dirt!
into the fray! Going in!
Dragon Form!
Here, let me help!
Try this! Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
I can carve through armor!
Magic is there! In here! Corruption! Get on in there with that!
Explosive ring!
Feel that rage! The power of flame! More revenge for the
This one is mine!
Captain Swirl! Explosion! They're not playing around! Burning Explosion!
Dragon form!
I will! Magic is there! Sleep on healer come through! I never miss! Get out of there! Don't mind if I do!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop me
Just like
dying?
the chain between heaven and earth.
Ready? Can't be happening!
You may be strong.
But I'll never back down!
No further! Blah, 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 I'm going to need to use all the power of my healing arm to accomplish it.
Ignite!
I don't have much left!
This should do it!
More for the outright! Sword!
Dragon
Glacial
form!
Heart! Raging Tiger Blade! Lunar Razor Sight! Mega Ray!
I let my guard down!
Magic is in! Sleep now!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
Vanquish darkness! Resuscitation!
Not done
Here
yet!
goes! Freezing storm! Whoa! Hey! When did it all heal?
Shattering
Pieces!
Alright, let me out!
Lightning Storm! Raging Cascade! That'll bring you down!
Take
How about this?
I'll dance in the wind! In here! Healing Circle! Lunar Corruption! Now
Can't get out of this!
by the power of Annihilation!
Oh, too shy to come over! Here, let me out!
Sleep now! Falling Storm! Here's a healing arm! Tiger Blade! Magic is there! Burning Strike! Now for some Hurricane Strike!
I won't give up!
A new
You
lease
picked
on
the wrong
life!
fight.
Hurricane Strike! And here's a healing art! More for that! Hold on to your heart! Here I come! Lightning Lunar Corruption!
Explosive ray!
Gemini Aqua! Sorry! Annihilation!
Dragon form!
Radiant Blood! I'm here!
Explosive ray!
Meteor! All the power of my healing arm!
You're mine! Dragon form!
To march on!
This one's mine! That'll bring you down!
Hold nothing
Shield
back!
at face!
Dragon form!
Take this!
I'm ready! Oh! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
What was with that creature? It was some sort of a Zoogle that could control light. Rinwell, do you think that could have been...
The true form of the Phantom Flower? No, it couldn't be.
What makes you so sure?
Because...
What the...
Whoa!
What the hell is that? Is the enemy back for more?
Whatever it is, it's freaking huge!
You guys, calm down. It's okay. It's probably... No, it's definitely the Phantom Flower of Navira. I read about it in that book we found earlier. It was described as a mysterious light floating up in the sky. It's not dangerous at all. In fact, this is the place it was first discovered.
So that's how it got its name then. You sure it's not some enemy astral art being cast at us?
Positive. I think it's just a rare and unusual weather phenomenon more than anything else.
Cislodia obviously used to be covered in darkness around the clock. But with that gone, I guess that's why we're able to see this again?
You could be right. It's so pretty though, isn't it?
Sure. But it's so big we could have seen it from town just fine, couldn't we?
Well, sure, but still.
Hey, who cares where we saw it? I'm just glad we got to see it at all. Besides, that Zoogle was what kept us from seeing it before, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
It's such a gorgeous night sky here. You should really bring Shion out to watch it.
Right. Right. I'll, do that.
It took a lot to get here, but I can't help but feel like a dream of mine came true. Thanks, Law.
I didn't do all that much, really.
Well, I still really appreciate it. It made me really, really happy.
Hey, you know
Oh, it looks like you can see it even better from over there. I'm gonna go check it out.
Huh? Hey, wait! Rinwell?
I sense a strange power from this.
I should be of some use to us now.
You weren't exactly dead weight before.
Except in regard to doing basic chores.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now. Hey, Shion. Why do you look so tense whenever we're traveling on the road?
Do I? It's not something I do consciously.
It makes you look really Renin in a way, if you get what I mean. Oh, not in a bad way, though.
That's interesting. I never thought I'd see the day where you'd say something being Renin wasn't an insult.
Well, the same goes for you, right? You don't go around saying it's bad to be Dahnan.
True. I guess you have a point there.
I'll see you again tomorrow. All right, guys. Ready to go?
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Sure is good to be back in the pleasant climes of Menancia. Especially after the extremes of some of the other regions we visited.
Definitely. Your country is beautiful.
You do me an honor. However, this place was never mine to own.
I didn't mean it that way. Though, I guess technically you weren't born here either. Native or not, that doesn't change the feelings you had for the place. If I were you, I'd try to take a little pride in people's compliments.
Allow myself to feel pride, huh? That sounds like no easy task.
Nothing sounds easy when you overthink things the way you do. It must be exhausting.
He's always worrying about something. It's probably what gives him his eye for detail. That's just the way he is.
Yeah, so we'd noticed.
Let's change the subject, shall we? It's a wonder so many things coincided to bring us here. Alphen's awakening, Shion's decision to revolt, the Dahnan uprising in Calaglia, the Crown Contest's final, sputtering throws.
Zephyr's being in the right place at the right time, the fact that you happened to be a lord just as this was all going on.
It's almost as if we were brought together by design. By someone who wanted to bring down the system.
No, enough Hand of Destiny talk. We did this on our own steam. It's our responsibility to see it through.
Did Law just utter a pearl of wisdom?
I do think about things, you know. Just what do you take me for exactly?
Honestly, I always sort of pegged you as a likable dolt.
What the hell makes me a dolt, you dolt?
I mean, she did say he was a likable dolt, didn't she?
Let's refrain from poking this particular Zoogle any further. Some lessons just can't be taught.
Not to dolts, anyway.
Hey, Kisara, what's your secret for putting up with Dohalim? I don't know how you managed to deal with him.
Secret? Oh, I don't think it's as difficult as all that, really.
Could have had me fooled. Anyone who waxes lyrical on the aesthetic qualities of cactus thorns is a step too far for me.
And those poetic flourishes he sneaks into regular conversation? How am I supposed to react?
He likes the sound of his own voice, that's for sure. I say let him have his fun. No need to try and understand anything he says.
Has he always been like that?
He didn't seem as on edge all the time back in Menancia. Though he was my superior back then. So who's to say what I didn't see?
The Lord of Cislodia hid in plain sight while a crony posing as him carried out all his business. What if the Lord we met in Vicente was really...
An imposter? Dohalim? Hardly. Like it or not, that's him all right. In all his flamboyant, circumloquacious glory.
I'd like to see someone try to impersonate that on a daily basis.
Come to think of it, what with being a lord and all, He's probably never had anyone to speak to on an equal basis.
It wouldn't surprise me. Having you guys around, having a family in a way, must be what's helped him change.
A little heads up on some of his eccentricities would have been nice.
It's those eccentricities that make him who he is.
Looks like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Did we really just spend that much money?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
My word, this must be the work of Providence.
Prava what now?
It means destiny. I think it's a bit of an exaggeration, though.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now. Everything okay there, big guy? You look kind of pissed.
I'll say. He looks like he wants to bite the head off something.
What's eating at you? Come on, Alphen. You're gonna bring us all down if you keep that ferocious scowl on.
Oh, sorry. Do I really look that ticked off?
Yeah, it kinda makes you hard to talk to. So, what's bothering you?
It's a pebble.
A pebble?
Snuck its way into the back of my boot. I can't seem to get rid of it.
Oh, I totally get you. Weird how much it can get on your nerves, huh?
Yeah, it's barely bigger than a grain of sand. So how come it feels like I'm walking around on hot nails?
You know, maybe this is a crazy solution, but you could just take your boot off and give it a shake.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, of course. You're right. Phew. It's like I've been given a new lease on life. Thanks for the tip, Xion.
Seemed kind of obvious, but you're welcome? That's the trouble with windy places. All that fine debris ends up getting into your hair and clothes.
Alphen, is it just me, or have you become extra sensitive ever since getting your sense of pain back?
Now that you mention it, the other night at camp, there was a fly buzzing around that annoyed him so much, he unsheathed the blazing sword.
So much for sensitive. That's just being a Mr. Cranky Pants.
Nothing new on that front, then.
What's the matter, Alphen? You look a little tense.
It's nothing, really.
He wants to get angry, but knows that doing so would only prove our point. Hence the building frustration showing plainly on his face.
Would you stop analyzing things for 1 minute?
Point taken.
Who wants to bet it's sunny tomorrow?
And where exactly do you think the money for this bet is going to come from?
Tengald says it rains.
Dohalim!
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I'm surprised to see you up reading so late. What have you got there?
Oh, it's a book about magic. I was hoping I'd reach the end of this chapter before I went to bed.
I'm impressed you can read all that tiny text without drifting off.
It's easy. Honestly, the subject is so interesting, it keeps me wide awake. Although I have to admit, the more I read this book, the more I realize just how much I still have to learn. I hate not knowing it all, so it pushes me to keep learning as much as I can so I can be a real expert.
So that's why you're studying by the campfire every night, huh? You've really changed, Rinwell.
Really? I don't feel like it.
Remember how you used to be when we first met in Calaglia?
Sure, but that's because I was still hiding a lot from you guys. Am I really all that different aside from that?
Definitely. It's the difference between a rock and the sun.
Are you saying I used to be like a rock? That's not something you should use to describe a girl, Alphen.
My bad. But the comparison is still apt. You used to not be open with us about your magic at all. And now look at you.
Well, I guess you may have a point. I used to hate studying magic because my parents made me do it. And after everything that happened, I felt like it brought nothing but trouble. But now, I don't think it's so bad after all. Maybe I really have changed more than I thought. All magic is simply astral energy combined with knowledge. It's neither good nor bad by itself. It all depends on how you use it. Saying it out loud, I guess I finally made peace with it.
I think you have Law to thank for that.
What? Why him?
I mean, he was kind of the one who...
Nope, he's got nothing to do with it. None. Zilch. Nada. Nothing.
If Law heard that, he'd be pretty bummed, you know.
You're crazy. I don't see why he would be.
Are you saying you rather he wouldn't be? I'd say the fact you can get so worked up about things now is another sign you've changed.
Sounds like someone wants me to put on a little magic show.
All right, all right. I'll take my leave before I say anything else that might get me into trouble. Just make sure you aren't staying up too late, okay?
Ugh, I'm not a little kid anymore. Yeesh. Though, actually, it felt kind of nice hearing that. I wonder why. Woo! Poodle, let me know if you sense anything. I want to go back to bed.
We finally made it.
What do you all say to taking the path less trodden for once?
Path? I don't see any path.
Do you mean that thing that looks like an animal trail? Path may be a generous term. I'm assuming you know where it leads?
My gut says to a bridge.
Poodle says your gut's wrong.
Really? Well, it is definitely in the right general direction.
Not that main roads are necessarily danger-free, but he does have an uncanny knack for insisting on some strange and unique routes.
Alphen always did like a challenge. Can't say I appreciate some of the more daredevil ways he's taken us, though.
Like the landslide he insisted was a shortcut before disappearing off the edge? Nearly gave me a heart attack.
I'll say, yet the intrepid explorer looked as happy as a pig in muck.
Probably best we stick to doing our own orienteering in the future.
Hey, so what about this route then?
Maybe if we pretend we can't hear him.
Don't you think the path forward is fraught enough without making extra problems for ourselves? Maybe best to reel it back.
Good point. I say we stick to the main track like regular travelers for once.
Guys? I will break down this wall!
Guess I'll polish up my sword. Good night, everyone. I think we've rested long enough. Let's keep moving.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Oh?
Right.
I wonder what we'll find out there this time.
Most likely Zoogles, I would reckon.
I mean, other than them.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
Okay, off we go.
Isn't that all Madria's?
So this is where her ship drifted.
Then the one who wrote the letter is...
Alive, but badly wounded. I doubt many of the others have survived.
Let's survey the area.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
That was quite the little adventure we went on.
I think Hoodle senses something.
I wonder what Hilganquil civilization was like at its zenith.
I can imagine that'd be something you'd take an interest in.
There's no question it must have been advanced, like none either world has ever seen. We could surely stand to learn a thing or two from such a people.
I get that you're itching to delve into its history, but we've got bigger fish to fry right now.
Put a pin in it, and you can do all the research you want when you retire.
I can think of worse things than a retirement dedicated to research. As for whether Rena is amenable to an aging specimen...
It's a little early to be giving it serious thought just yet.
A man can dream, though. A man can dream.
Oh, we didn't say there's anything wrong with dreaming.
In your case, Dohalim, dreams have a habit of spiraling into something else.
You'll need to stay with us for now, though. You're too helpful to let retire.
Why do I feel this is less of a compliment and more of an ultimatum?
Just a friendly suggestion.